Clifford on the Hot Hits with Nick and Lauren.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am really good, man. Hey, congratulations on this single. It's a really, really special one. Well done, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I mean, dude, it's crazy. It's terrifying and fun and exhausting and emotionally draining and fulfilling. It's all of it, especially seeing Callum release his stuff too, and like watching sort of both of us kind of do it like in tandem. Sorry, I have this TV on directly in front of me that is just like putting up pictures of fish every like second. Yeah, I'm proud of us for, we're still together as a band. I think that's like something to celebrate and something that, we're super proud of. It's been almost 15 years into my career. I've done something that's like brand new, like starting from scratch. It has been like so wild.
And I love the touch to your roots with Cal writing on the record as well. And obviously he's got his single out today, which is super cute as well. Like, did you talk about spacing these two releases out, or were you like this, we're just doing bang bang and we're both doing our singles at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess kind of we were like, should we space them out? And then, when I was just like the irony of him being a writer on the first song that I'm going to put out as a solo artist, I was like, man, I hope to fans it shows that we're like united and supporting each other, and there's like no sense of like weirdness or like anything about this. We're just here for the vibes now.
I mean, Ashton and Luke have put, solo records out a little while ago. Why for you was now the time to do this and sort of cement your solo spot?
There was no like revelation moment of like, now's my time. I have to do that. Like I didn't have that. Personally, for me, it was just like, dude, if I don't do this now, I just don't think I ever will. Like, right. I'm such an overthinker, and I'm such a like so critical on everything. And I've scrapped this album once before and started again, and I had the feeling that I was gonna do it again. Like I was gonna end up like wiping it all and starting again, because releasing the very first thing that I can really, at least for me personally, it just felt like there was so much pressure that it had to be perfect, it had to be cool, it had to be like, pun intended, it had to be like all of these things that just like kind of drove me crazy, to the point where it was just like we have to sign off on a song, and we have to just like cement something, and that was cool.
Exactly. And it feels like the right song. Obviously it speaks to kind of self-doubt and insecurity.
Yeah, and it's not like the message of cool at the end is like, there's no realization of like, I am cool, and like I don't have that realization. It's why it's not in the song, like voice is always living in my head anyway. For me, it's just like this is sort of how I'm feeling, and this is like my battle with the war that I go in my head with everything that I create, and even just who I am. I'm very like I'm like hypercritical of myself, and sort of like I'm always trying to like figure out if I could have done something better.
How do you go then when you see your peers and your fans so proud of you for this record and telling you that you've done such a good job? Because I know from an insecurity perspective that it doesn't matter how many people tell me I've done good and that I've done something well, the self-belief never kind of kicks in. So how do you kind of grapple with, the last week or so, hearing from all these people going, yeah, Mikey, you've done it. Like, you've nailed this. This is perfect. Like, how does it actually move the needle for you in believing that you're onto the right thing?
That's a good question. I like that question is real. That's a real one. I mean, honestly, like I want to say yes, but I'm just not 100%, like I think there's always going to be that, like, you can't undo that part of your brain in a week's time, like I've always had, confidence issues. I don't want to really call it that, because I feel like that feels a little like too heavy, but like I always doubt myself, and I think that it is incredible the response I've gotten, and it definitely doesn't go unnoticed, but I still feel uncool. So people are gonna have to keep sending me love, and they're gonna have to keep streaming the song, and then maybe finally I'll
eventually they will reach a critical mass
Yeah,
of love
eventually,
and respect. Yeah,
exactly. You know, like maybe I'll put like a number on it. Or
yeah,
something.
that's what I tell myself too. I'm like, I'll hit 1 million loves, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
everything will go away,
and then I'll be like,
fine.
oh my god, everything's incredible.
Yeah, you get it, bro.
I also just think like I was trying to find like what I could say. You know what I mean? Like I was trying to find like what my voice was in a non-cringy way, because like I've definitely like I've sung before, but like to be so vulnerable and have my voice be the only thing you listen to for a full song is there's not really any songs in the past that I've done that, like maybe a couple. So I was just thinking like lyrically, what's something that like I can say that's like, you know how sometimes when something says something that's like so hyper specific to them that it like resonates with you and like becomes more relatable. I feel like I was listening to a lot of music where someone would say something so personal and I'd be like, dude, that like it hits you in a different kind of way, and you know, so on Cool, like I was just trying to tap into the like what's an experience in my life that nobody has had. And that's the interesting thing about like writing for yourself versus writing within a group is like when you write within a group, it has to be like a general consensus of the feeling. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there are moments where you can tap into someone's like personal story, but you know, for us being 4 vocalists and being able to like, you know, split singing duties, there has to be a level of compromise. It has to relate to sort of like the general story that you're trying to tell as a band, which has like so many upsides too. We want to write things that feel a little more broad and a little more vague to allow your mind to sort of wander, but when you're writing something for yourself, you can just like say it how it is, because like it's your story, like you specifically.
It's been lovely to talk about this record, and I'm really excited for what's to come. Yeah, it's a really special moment, dude. Well done.
Wild. We've known each other for maybe 15 years.
I think it's close to 15 now. I think
it's close to that. Dude, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and for, you know, sending me your love as well. I just appreciate it all.